What's up, guys? This is Scratch, and I'm going to take you through a quick walkthrough and review of the Trials Fusion DLC that just came out recently. It's called Riders of the Rustland, and it's available on Xbox One and probably wherever else you have Trials Fusion, but I happen to have it on Xbox One, so that's what we'll take a look at. First off, there is about 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 of them. 6 DLCs that are scheduled to release. These are all of the DLCs that come with the season pass, and as you can see, they're upcoming content packs because they're not released yet. Empire of the Sky is next. I think it's due out next month. But anyways, Riders of the Rustlands is what we're going to be taking a look at, and then we'll get into these other ones at a later date. But they should, all 6 of them should be released by, I think, May, according to the description on the season pass. So as you can see, I'm not very good at trials. I only have bronze medals in most of these, and I cannot for the life of me complete this extreme track. But we're going to take a look at these. Basically, the DLC has 3 medium tracks right here, and then they have 2 hard tracks, 1 extreme track, and then a medium FMX track, and medium skill game, which we'll get to in just a little bit. But first, I'm going to talk about all of these, the regular trials tracks, and then we'll get into those. So I guess first up we have the Hornet's Nest and Junkyard Funk and Rags to Riches, Gone to Waste and Whiteout, and all of these, or the 5 of these, all contain, or 3 of them contain a squirrel, which I'll have stuff detailed in the description to show you where to get those. And they each have, their basic 3 challenges, like, for example, collect and carry the bomb to the camp to destroy it. I don't know what that means. Finish a track in under 10 faults with the gas and lean controls switched around, which would be a complete brain wreck. Trigger the enemy attack and then survive a 0 fault run, which that's probably impossible too, because, well, I guess it's not. I do have just a single fault run, but we'll take a look at these, and then we're just going to talk about what we have. So I guess let's start with the tracks. Okay, so I guess I'll show you some of the tracks, and I have the titles that are going to kind of come across the bottom so you can see what each track is like, and you'll know when the tracks switch. But basically, I'm not that good at trials, so want to keep that in mind when I give this review. But I love doing it. I love playing it. I'm just not that good at it, but I'm good enough at it that if I watch some people play or whatever, with a little bit of practice, I can complete the tracks and get fairly decent times among most of my friends. Not everybody, but most of them. And these tracks, there's, the mediums, I felt like they were a little bit harder than medium, a little bit harder than hard. Don't ask me how I did that right there. A little bit harder than hard, and that they're definitely challenging. I find that these tracks kind of taught me that I need to take my time, like you can see me doing here, and go through and really pay attention to timing your jumps, because you can't just kind of burn through them and do good. I find that there's a lot of places on these tracks where if you mess up, you may as well start over, because starting at the checkpoint, you don't really have... What am I doing right there? Starting at the checkpoint, you don't really have like a lot of momentum, so I just felt like a lot of these tracks took just a little bit more practice than I felt like maybe the other ones did. But I haven't played in a little while, so maybe that's just me. But all of that aside, I definitely had a good time with these tracks. I'm not into the hard too much, so I don't play on the hard tracks as much, but I'm getting into them. I'm starting to learn more of the bunny hops. So if you're not that good of a trials player, then you're really only going to get 3 tracks out of this, because the extreme track is like, just forget it. And the hard tracks, like you can see here, have some pretty tough spots in them. And they look about impossible to get up. Almost broke my neck there. They look about impossible to get up, but like once you learn the tricks or learn, how to, you just kind of practice a little bit, and you can do it. And like I make it look easy right there, you know what I mean? But it's really not that easy. So these tracks are a little bit on the difficult side. There were no easy tracks with the DLC. I suppose they probably think anybody that's gonna pay money for the DLC, probably has played most of the regular part of the game. So that probably has some weight in what they do. But if you enjoy it and you're fairly good at it, if you can complete medium tracks fairly easily, then you're definitely going to enjoy this. If you really only play on the easy tracks and you have a hell of a time and get really, really frustrated and break stuff, you're going to get about 3 tracks that you'll enjoy, and the rest of them are you're going to pull your hair out. But I challenge anybody to, just give it a shot. I mean, because once you learn, the little bit of jumps and stuff or whatever, you can kind of surprise yourself a little bit, probably. So this part right here is like, this is the one FMX track that you get. Now this one wasn't too hard. I ended up getting some decent scores. I haven't gotten a gold yet, but I think I did get a silver. But the FMX track is a really good FMX track. Now this part coming up here, I managed to like land myself into the cannon, which is kind of crazy. You'll see it right here. I didn't quite have the jump I needed, and I went right inside there, and it shoots me out. And I just thought to myself, I just thought it was pretty funny. I'm like, I'll never do that again. And so I was playing, and I did it one more time, as you'll see here. But the FMX track is a pretty good track. It's definitely fun. It's really fast, and you got to kind of keep your momentum, otherwise you just go right back into the cannon again, which I thought was like impossible. I think it's hilarious that it shoots the guy out of there. But the FMX track in it is really good. The laws of motion is the skills game, and basically all of your obstacles are just movable. And see, I don't even know how I did that. That was pretty crazy. But all of your obstacles are movable, and you just have to go like as far as you can. And so that's pretty much it for the skill game. But you do get 8 total tracks with this, so it's not a total loss, I mean. So if you're not that good, I mean, I still think it's probably worth, if you're interested, if you're thinking about it, then that's probably enough to go ahead and do it. Because you'll be able to complete them. And I actually did really good on this run that when I was recording this. I had to pre-record it because I can't play and talk at the same time because I'm already bad enough at it. So I got enough for silver there anyways, and beat Green Skull. So he'll like that. He'll probably post a video response to this if he sees it. But now I'm going to move on to the Big Daddy. This is like the one that's just about impossible. It's Devil's Beak. It's the extreme track. It's one of the only extreme tracks that I've ever played, and there's a 100-point achievement. I got my head stuck. There's a 100-point achievement for completing it, and these are just some of the worst parts of it where I just had like a horrible time. You can see I've got like a minute left here, and you can only get 500 fails, and there's no way. I don't even know how you get up this thing. I did manage to get close, and right up here, don't ask me how I did that, but right there is as close as I've gotten to the end. I think there's 1 or 2 more checkpoints after that. That's it. But I didn't even have enough time to make it anyways. This is on my upload on my gamer card, or on Xbox Live if you want to watch it or share it or comment on it. But So that's pretty much it. This is the Trials HD in review. I'm going to go ahead and say grab it if you like Trials at all, because I'm sure there's enough for you to, get your money's worth out of it. And it's not too bad. There's 6 tracks or 8 tracks on it, and the season pass isn't that much for what you're going to get, 6 DLCs. So definitely give it a shot, and give me a like, subscribe, comment, whatever, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.